What up, man?
Oh, okay. Can you hear me now? Clap once if you can hear me now. Let me see. Okay. Can you hear me? Clap once if you can hear me now. Okay, cool. Let me see. That is totally on me. Sorry about that. Anyways, so now let me go ahead and just start over from the beginning because I was deep into this conversation. So let me rewind back to the beginning. And let me check my thumbnail because I don't think my thumbnail is the right thumbnail. It's not. What happened to that? I had a specific thumbnail for this. But I didn't see that it was the wrong thumbnail until now. Open and oh, it's too big. I hate when they do that. All right, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna work on this while I talk. So, anyways, let me just start from the beginning. Like you see, the name of the topic of this video is what is the value of art? So this is going to be a slightly different live stream. I'm just going to start from the beginning. I'm just going to start from the beginning like I didn't just have my mic off for the past 10 minutes. So essentially, I had this thought. I'm always intrigued by this thought of what is the value of art? So a lot of that is triggered by just looking at the world and seeing the fact that like with music, you can make like immense levels of wealth from it, but you can also see a lot of people that are broke and not making money from it. I'm kind of an example of that. None of this stuff is paid for by my music or by my YouTube channel or anything like that. I just kind of do this because I like doing it and it's fun. But yeah, but essentially, the sub question that I didn't put in the title is, why do people get mad when artists want to get paid for their work? Hence, what this thumbnail is that I made that apparently didn't get uploaded. Let me get this up real quick. I spent all this time preparing. I'm so mad that I spent all this time preparing for this just for it to fall apart right at the beginning. That is life. Let me jump over here. Boom, boom. Okay, and we're gonna go ahead and change this thumbnail out to the real thumbnail, which is somewhere. I actually legitimately have no clue where I just saved that thumbnail to. But anyways, conversation on art. Let me get back to the topic. So yeah, so I find this interesting because, like I said, there's an entertainment, there's an ability to make a lot of money, and then there's a lot of people making no money. And making money from your creative work is kind of this carrot that's dangled in front of people's heads for the idea, for the potential to, not actually just making money, but like the potential to make money from your creative output is a common thing dangled in front of carrot dangled in front of creatives' heads. And I don't really think that you need to coerce creative people into creating personally. I don't know about you, but like I just like to create. I'd like to be able to pay my bills off of it, but it's just not possible at the moment. I'm working towards it, and we will see how it goes. But yeah. So let me just show you real quick this thumbnail that I created that you didn't get to see when you clicked on this because I messed up at the beginning. This is the thumbnail that everyone will see. Yeah, so that's the new thumbnail that I just added, that I wanted to add at the beginning because I spent all this time working on it. So anyways, it's like this carrot that's making money from your art is this carrot that's dangled in front of creatives' heads. Thanks, I appreciate it. So it's like this carrot that's dangled in front of people's heads in order to coerce them to create, even though that's not needed. But then you do see a lot of artists that are struggling and not making money from it. Like I said, I'm an example of that. But where does this come from? And I really just want to get to the bottom of the question of why do people get upset when artists want to be paid for their work? So just to start, we're going to talk about we're gonna talk about the writers and actors strike. The writers and actors strike at the beginning. Um, so just a quick update. I believe right now WGA is finalizing the is coming up with finalized terms for their contract with the film studios, while SAG-AFTRA still has a little bit more. They still have to do their negotiations, so it's not complete yet. But in this entire process, I don't remember how long this has been, maybe 100 and something days or whatever. But in this entire process, I've seen a range of opinions by people that consume art but don't necessarily create art. Um, and essentially, there's been this thought that, like, oh, well, like, you have these people that are trying to, like, why do actors need to get paid more? Why do writers need to get paid more? Because, like, they're just greedy. And, like, all this perception, this theory, this narrative that creative people and artists and writers and actors are greedy, and that's the only reason they're going on strike. But when you really get down to it, the reality of the situation is that all the studios have been taking these steps to minimize their cost of making content, I'll say, and maximizing profits. And a lot of that has come by the way of reducing the amount of people involved in the creative process. And that takes a hit on the art. And when you don't really care about art, that doesn't matter. But for people that do care about art, that is a problem. So they've done this through things like technology, trying to use AI to see if, like, just the potential that AI has to, like, take artists, to take writers' jobs, or just using technology to create CGI scans of actors to use as background characters and then not have to pay them for future acting jobs. All that kind of stuff. And then on the writer side, doing things like making writers' rooms smaller and what was the other thing that they were doing? And just making the process of writing a lot shorter and a lot harder for multiple people, like just making it where, like, instead of working on a show for a longer period of time trying to get the people to write the movies or to write the films, the TV shows, I mean, to write the TV shows in one sitting essentially, and just try to get them to spend less time having to work so they have to pay them less. And what this leads to is a lack of compensation of livable wage for the people that create this art. So I actually took some time to prepare a whole presentation. So we're gonna jump over to YouTube real quick. And I'm gonna jump over here. I found this video that I found interesting. Let me jump over here. All right. So we're just gonna watch this video real quick. I'm gonna turn it up and I'm going to put myself on mute.
Scratching the lottery ticket. And so here we go. This particular check is for, this is for Star Wars Rebels. And not bad, $255. That's at least getting me a hotel room. That's getting nice. $255. That's at least getting me a hotel room. That's getting nice. $255. That's at least getting me a hotel room. That's getting nice. $255. That's at least getting me a hotel room. That's getting nice. $255. That's at least getting me a hotel room. That's getting nice. $255. That's at least getting me a hotel room. That's getting nice. $255. That's at least getting me a hotel room. That's getting nice. $255. That's at least getting me a hotel room. That's getting nice. $255. That's at least getting me a hotel room. That's getting nice. $255. That's at least getting me a hotel room. That's getting nice. $255. That's at least getting me a hotel room. That's getting nice. $255. That's at least getting me a hotel room. That's getting nice. $255. That's at least getting me a hotel room. That's getting nice. $255. That's at least getting me a hotel room. That's getting nice. $255. That's at least getting me a Not bad. $255. That's at least getting me a hotel room. That's getting a little film I did called Riot for Showtime years ago, probably close to 15 years ago. And the check amount, the whopping check is 24 cents before taxes. After taxes, 14 cents.
All right, so that's the clip. My audio is too low, or was the audio on the video too low? Let me play that again if I need to. Let me. Oh, I see what's going on. I got this.
Scratching the lottery ticket.
Okay, that should be better.
And so here we go. This particular check is for. This is for Star Wars Rebels, and Not bad. $255. That's at least getting me a hotel room. That's paying some bills. I was hoping to show you guys a really small check. This is a check for here we go. This is for a little film I did called Riot for Showtime years ago, probably close to 15 years ago. And the check amount, the whopping check is 24 cents before taxes. After taxes, 14 cents.
14 cents, which is crazy.
That's how the residual check lottery goes.
So yeah, so that's just like my example of like the way that actors and writers get paid. Like you get paid in royalties, and a lot of artists get paid in royalties. Even in the music industry, you get paid off of royalties. But the thing is, because of that, you don't have a consistent paycheck. You never know what you're going to get paid. You might get a nice check like that $200 check. You might get a 20-cent check, 24-cent or 14-cent check like the other one. And that leads to this situation where you can't really work. Like it's really hard to make a consistent living off of doing these things. And I've seen comments on the internet where people complain about the fact that like, oh, I wish that I got paid for work I did 14 years ago and things like that. And I think we're mad at the wrong people, first of all. That's the very first thing. We're mad at the actors for getting paid 14 cents from work they did 15 years ago. But we're not thinking, but like the people, we're not asking why they're only getting paid 14 cents. Kind of something that I think should be considered. But overall, I think that it's just like I've seen a lot of anger towards the people that are asking for livable wages. And I just think that's weird. And I haven't seen as much of that kind of pushback when it comes to the auto worker strikes, or even like my aunt's company is about to go on strike. And like there's not really pushback in those fields of work. But when it comes to creative jobs, we kind of look at them differently for some reason. And we view it as, I'm not playing music. And we view it as this, we view it as these creative people being greedy, and they should be grateful that they get to do this thing. And I don't think that's the right perspective. First of all, one, yes, I'm sure they are grateful that they get to do that, but also they'd like to be able to pay their rent. Like I think, what's that man's name? There's an actor, there's a celebrity that said that he had to sell his house because of the strike, because he wasn't getting paid in that process. And if that doesn't show you how check to check people in the entertainment industry are, I don't know what. What is that man's name? He was like, I wish my wife was here because she would know exactly who I'm talking about. Let me just look this up real quick. Let's find out. Strike. Okay. Billy Porter. If you don't know who Billy Porter is, I'll show you a picture. You may have seen him in some stuff, but this is Billy Porter. Billy Porter said that he just bought a new house and had to sell it because of the strike. Because it's not like people are just sitting on immense wealth that they can just live off of forever. Like bills come every month. I don't know why my voice cracked when I said that, but bills come every month. So it's not like, and most people in the world, or in the US at least, I don't know about the rest of the world, but a lot of people live check to check regardless of what industry they're in. Let's see. I lost my train of thought. And you also have to consider the fact that like writers and actors will sometimes go for a year or more between projects that they're working on where they're getting paid in the moment. Like writers get paid while they're writing and then also get residuals off that. But they don't always, like you don't get, if you're not working consistently, you don't get paid. So you don't get paid in the moment. So you're kind of reliant on those residual checks to be able. Yes, it is important to have more than one source of income. There are actors and like people that do that, but this is where we start to get into this weird situation, which actually, I don't think I put this on my outline, but there's this weird conundrum, this weird situation where if you're not in a position to, so if you're not in a position to, let me see, I need to fix something real quick. Yeah, so there's this situation where if you're not in a position to be able to live comfortably off of one stream of income, it's a lot harder to build a second stream of income. So, like, if you're a writer just trying to do your main job, or a lot of writers actually have jobs. I've heard of a lot of writers that have jobs working like at restaurants or coffee shops or something to be able to make a little bit of money while they try to pursue this other craft of writing. And because of the weirdness of the structure of entertainment jobs, it's not like you can work a corporate job and do that other job at the same time. You're not making enough money to like dump it into investments that will actually turn into a actual reasonable return on your investment quickly in a way that you can pay for bills. So it's like this weird situation where it's like, yes, I totally agree that multiple streams of income are important, but I also just realized how hard it is to actually do that. And I'm actually, not recently, this is a while ago now. I remember my dad lost his job, and that made it hard on my mom and him because it was like he was making the majority of the income. And then a similar thing happened to my wife and her mom. And that made me and my wife look at everything and be like, yeah, we don't want to get in that situation where one paycheck is covering all of our expenses. So we're working on getting to that point right now. So that's a long process. It's a whole other story. But yeah. But we've been talking a lot about acting, but this also goes into other creative fields as well, like music, which is what I do. This is my music in the background. Surprise, I make music. So yeah, I think we should all, if you make music, you're probably well aware of like the low royalties that you get paid out for music on streaming platforms. So let me go here. So I have this article right here that says that in the case of Spotify, the amount you can expect to receive lies between 0.003 cent to 0.005 cent per stream, which is, they say that's roughly the equivalent of a 70-30 split between the rights holders and the platform. But when you look at, I didn't pull this up. Let me pull this up real quick. How much money was made in the music industry? So, now here we go. This is how much money was made in the music industry in 2022. $15.9 billion. And most of that money stays at the top. Let's see. Paid subscriptions were up 7%. High revenues of 13.3 billion. Like, it's passing 10 billion. They're making billions in streaming, but artists, the people that make the music, are getting paid 0.003 cent for people listening to their music. It's this really weird situation where the money goes to the people that provide the service, but not the people that create the product. And I mean, it's not just the entertainment industry that happens in. It happens all over the place in reality in capitalist societies. But we just feel differently about it when it's an artist not getting paid for their work for some reason. The amount of times I hear people the amount of times I even just like, for me, for example, like when I was selling beats to artists, the amount of times that I would like interact with artists that would be like, oh, I don't want to like pay $200 for your beat, because whatever reason. Like one time somebody said it was because they were a star, and I was like, cool. That doesn't mean I shouldn't get paid. If anything, that means I should get paid more because you're a star. But yeah, so it's like there's just this weird devaluation of art, and it irritates me so much. And all this stuff just makes me ask the question of what is the value of art? And then I wanted to go into my third bullet point of this whole video or live stream, which is just talking about the concept of a broke artist. Hence why there's a picture of Van Gogh, the self-portrait of Van Gogh in the thumbnail that I showed you earlier. So I feel like there's always this narrative of a tortured artist, a broke artist, a struggling artist, anything of that sort. And just this whole concept that like it's a badge of honor to be struggling while you try to make your art work. And I think that is one of the stupidest things okay, let me start over. I think that is one of the stupidest narratives that has been pitched to creatives. That in order for you to make a living from your art, you are gonna have to go through a very long period where you get paid absolutely nothing and nobody cares. And if you make it through that process, then you're rewarded maybe with a livable wage for your creative output. And like I said, I think that's dumb. Like we don't do that to other people in other industries. And like we don't do that to we're not doing that in the exact same way in other industries where you're not getting paid for what you're doing. And it's like, well, you're gonna have to struggle a little bit and then we're gonna pay you for your work. No, you get paid. It's literally against the law for people to do work without getting compensated for that work. And I think the counter argument to that is that nobody made you be an artist. Like, that was a choice. So you just decided to go on that route by yourself. And that is where I think we start to come up to the conversation of what is the value of art? I keep on saying this because this is where I tie everything together. So, we've seen that there's a financial value in the music industry. We know there's a lot of money in the film industry. But then the artists don't get that. And then we don't really treat the artists like they deserve to get paid for their work. But I think that people don't realize the value that art holds in their life. And that is what my point is of this entire rant that I've gone on. So I think that art provides a lot of subtle benefits to people's lives that they don't necessarily realize. So that first one is escapism. People go to the movies to be entertained and forget about the struggles in their life for an hour or 2 or 3 if it's a Christopher Nolan movie. People listen to music at least people like me listen to music to be able to separate from people listen to music to escape from realities in the same way that you would a movie, depending on who the person is. And I need to make some adjustments real quick, sorry. Let's see, we're gonna do that. Okay, I think that this is how it should be. I think I got this right, cool. Anyways, so people listen to music to have a good time to distract them while they're driving, to entertain them while they're driving, while they are at a party to increase the mood. It sets a vibe, things like that. And it provides entertainment. And then on top of that, a lot of this stuff creates connections. I am literally in a Discord with Let me see how many people are in this Discord. But I'm in a Discord channel for the music group Disclosure with almost 1,000. Actually, it's more than 1,000 people. There's only 9,000 people that are online right now, and there's probably a lot more people that are offline. And it's just a bunch of people connecting over a music group that we all enjoy and like. And it's hard, I think it's hard for people to take this and put a dollar amount on it for how much it's worth to them. And it leads to the situation where people kind of don't even realize that you're only paying, that if you have Spotify, you're only paying 10 to 15 to 20, not even $20 to access virtually every single song that has been created from today backwards. Like, that's not a lot of money for a lot of music. And it's like, there's a physical lack of value there, but there's a lot of like emotional and entertainment value at the same time. And then you also have people like in the movies. People go to movies for those same reasons. And I think that in the end, what I'm trying to say is that I think it's extremely, extremely important that as consumers of art, because even though I am a creator, I am also a consumer as well. As consumers of art, we think about how much those experiences are worth. How much is the actual value of going to a movie that you really enjoy and that really changes your mind about a certain topic, or like makes you think differently about the world? Like, how much is it worth how much is a song worth that is playing in the background in a moment that you'll never forget for the rest of your life? So the next time you hear that song, you go back to that moment. How much is it worth for you to go look at a piece of art that just captivates your attention? And with that being said, that is the conclusion of my rant about the value of art. And I wanted to know if anybody else had thoughts on that. I don't know if any of that made sense, because this was my first attempt to just like wing it and just talk a topic for about 20 minutes, I think. But yeah, that's what I have on the subject of the value of art right now, I guess. Thank you. I appreciate that. So actually, here's a good question. I should have thought of what I should have done. I should have thought of questions for people to kind of get this conversation going. So the question of the day is, what do you think the value of art is in your life? Because I know for me, all the things that, like, basically all this rant was my opinions. So escapism, entertainment, and connection are the three things that I would say the value of art are for me. And as a result, it's kind of priceless. Like, I can't put a dollar value on that. And I would be willing to pay, like, I pay a lot of money to go see an artist live for the experience, and to be in a room full of a bunch of other people that also like the same artist and things like that. So so priceless. Yeah, so let me see if I can pin this in here, actually. Let me see if I can pin this question in here. What is the value of art in your life? Question mark. We're gonna put that there, and we're gonna pin that question right there. So yeah, this is the interactive point where we just have a conversation. and I get everybody's thoughts about what they like about art. Like, what would you say your preferred method of art is? I know for me, I really like music, hence why I make music. Because for me, there's something about the sound of a chord that gives me this dopamine hit that makes me want to listen to a song over and over again. And while you guys are thinking about that, I'm gonna get ready to start working on some music, and we're gonna make some music on this live stream. Art is unlimited, expressed by many creators. I like that. I wish that this wasn't only chat because it would be great to have you expound on that verbally. Ooh, here's what we should do next time. I don't know if I put this link in here, but I think what I need to start doing is getting people to, okay, China. It's inspiring. I love music, dance, and sculpture, paintings, and drawings. Yeah, and you literally cannot put a dollar amount on that. Like, that is literally something that, like, how do you put a dollar amount on an experience? But what I'm gonna do for future rants is I think I'm gonna actually start pushing my Discord so that when I'm going live, people can actually, we can like have people jump in and hop on a call, and then I can actually like talk to you and have like a real conversation and not a me talk, you chat conversation. I think that would actually be really fun. Let me see if the Discord is actually in here right now. It is not in the description at the moment, unfortunately. About to get that. I'm gonna talk while I try to find my Discord. I have a Discord, I just don't use it that much. It's asking me to sign in. Ugh. I don't know the password. Let me sign in with the QR code. All right, here we go. Rescan, what? Okay, log in. Okay, I'm gonna put the Discord, I'm gonna put my Discord channel in the description, and I'll put it in the chat as well. I don't know if you can click on links in chat on YouTube anymore, but I'm gonna put it in the description and you'll just have to refresh. I'm not even part of his Discord. I should join his Discord. But essentially what I'm gonna do is I'm going to encourage people to join. How do you copy a link? There we go. That sounded like the most boomer thing. Join the Discord. Like, I have this whole thing sitting here and I haven't really had a good idea on how to use it, but I'm excited about this to actually be able to have conversations with people. So I just updated the description. You'll probably have to like restart the video to be able to see it. So that kind of sucks because you might. What is Stream Element? I've been telling Stream Elements to do this for years, and it never told anyone to like the video until now. That's crazy. But yeah, if you refresh, there should be a link to the Discord, but you also might get distracted by another video. So that's a risk I'm willing to take if you want to try and join the Discord. And then if there's anything you want to talk about or share, like on this topic, we can do that. I've never done this before, so this is gonna be rough, but we will figure it out if you want to join the Discord and start conversation. But in the meantime, I'm gonna go ahead and get Ableton pulled up. So while we're here, we can just make some music. Let's jump over. That's just the Discord. As you buy a sample pack and then you're automatically, okay, that's cool. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna run away while we transition real quick. All right. Sorry, my wife brought me food. So I like I said at the beginning, I have not eaten at all. So kind of need to do that. Let me throw this over here. Over here. So yeah, we're gonna go right ahead, and she also brought me a shake. Shout out marriage. But I'm gonna go ahead and turn that off. So that's how he does it. Yeah, see, I'm not trying to charge people to get in my Discord. I just want to be able to, I want to actually build a community. I don't have a community right now to be able to like, I don't have a community or attention from people to be able to say, hey, pay to join my Discord. Because most people will be like, why would I do that? So mine is open to all for now. And then maybe later on down the road, I'll actually ask people to pay. But if you don't know, I have been making UK Garage, and that is what we're going to make today. I've been trying out some bass line, but it hasn't really been going well. Because bass in electronic genres is really hard to do. So we're gonna start with the drums first. Ooh. I think I could work with that. Honestly, I feel like, so I don't know how you feel about this, everyone that's here. But let me know if you think I should do just more talk at the beginning of streams, make music at the end, on the second half. Because I actually really enjoyed having that conversation and just sharing my thoughts, because there's a ton of stuff that I'm always thinking about. I'm also at the same time always been like, no one really cares about my thoughts on this subject. But I might start just talking more, because otherwise I'll just be sitting around thinking about this stuff, and when my wife asks me what I'm thinking about, I'll be like, oh, nothing. Let's get a hi-hat in here. Yeah, I'm glad that you agree. Both ways work, you gotta mix. Yes, I do. So far, I am actually on, I'm gotta look this way, camera's right there. So far, I'm actually on a pretty consistent streak with doing my live streams on Wednesday at 9. Give me a hi-hat. Where are drums? But yeah, I'll have to start mixing them and like kind of creating more of a conversation, because I think I want to be able to talk to people, and I want to be able to have conversations and like build community, but I can't really build that much community just by struggling to learn a new genre of dance music. If that makes sense. Yeah, we're gonna go with that. Let me move move this over here and over there. And gonna jump to the overhead. We're on the wrong channel. Let's see, secondary. There we go. All right, here we go. Let's set the BPM. You can't see this. I'm just gonna pull this down right now so you can like see what I'm doing. I'm setting the BPM to like 133, and then I'm gonna turn on the metronome so I can keep time. And here we go. All right, so that's our drum loop that we're starting with. By the way, we can keep this conversation going while I create, because why not? Let's talk. And I'm gonna tweak the drums a little bit. I did create trap music, but I had this could be a whole other conversation. But yes, I did create trap music. I still have a ton of trap beats that nobody ever used because I can't just make normal music. So people would look at it and be like, it's nice, but I don't know what to do with this. But I just got to a point. I got to a point where, for me, trap wasn't really getting me excited creatively, and I was being drawn more towards like electronic genres. So as a result, I kind of started being pulled more in this direction of making like dance music, because it's been something I've always listened to, but I've never really like actually put in the effort to create it. That's a little late. R&B, yes, same situation. But that's why I like Garage, because Garage actually has a very interesting blend of like electronic music, but also, oh, my wife's in the chat. Say hello. Garage has a very interesting blend of R&B and dance music together. So at the risk of demonetizing this live stream, because I don't care. Yeah, the push is nice. I wish I had the 3, but I don't want to pay for it. So now we're here. I've got the 2, and then I was like, when they introduced the 3, I was mad because I had this for about a year or 2, and then they were like, introducing the push 3, standalone Ableton Live console thing, whatever. And I was like, you would wait until I bought one to decide to make a standalone. Yeah. All right, so I'm gonna detour real quick. We're gonna detour and talk about like just talk about electronic music. So I'm about to play this song real quick. This is called Words, as you can see, by Perry and Tommy. I'm not gonna play a lot of it, but this is like, And now this stream's probably demonetized, but I don't care because I like this song. But I just played a couple snippets. But yeah, that's like garage, UK garage. Completely ignored genre in the United States, probably because it says UK in it and we don't like England or something. But I excuse me. Oh my gosh. I nearly choked to death on a milkshake. But yeah, but I do like electronic music. I like more like UK flavors of electronic music because it tends to be more about the groove and the rhythm and the pattern than like American electronic music where they're like literally only focused on the drop at all times for the most part, which is annoying to me. Cause like I like a good drop, but also like when you have like a nice groove going that makes you want to dance, like I'm sold on that. With that being said, that was off. We're gonna delete. We're gonna do a double kick right there. Dum, 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 dum. That kick needs to be turned up. Actually, all this, we'll just turn it all up. A little fast, let's do that. We'll do that one on beat, I think, on the grid. We got that. Let's add some R&B chords on this now. And this is where I mix my love of chords and especially R&B chords. Why won't it let me, what the heck? Why won't it? Why is it an audio track? That should be a MIDI track. All right, let's do that again. There we go. So we're gonna get a Rhodes keyboard in here. Oh, I put the wrong one. I want a contact. Oops. All right. We'll do the Scarby. All right, we're gonna loop the drums real quick, and I'm just gonna mess around with some chords. All right, I think I can get that. We're gonna do the so we're gonna do those chords and then we're gonna resample them. Ugh, terrible. Undo, redo. We're gonna legato. That's offbeat, but that is okay because, like I said, we're going to be resampling. Plus, I can just fix it. What if we add another chord? I think I did. Let me add a seventh to kind of spice it up. So I think a 7 would be. Let's do that. Let me see. So this is where we go ahead and resample. So we're gonna freeze the track. Gonna copy that down there and then unfreeze that and mute it. Okay. So I have this new plugin on demo right now by Cable Guys, I think. Filter Shaper XL. I've been trying this out. I actually kind of like it, so I'm probably going to end up buying it at some point in time. But for the time being, let's go to a wobble. I'm leaning towards pulling a splice loop for the chord progression because I'm not a big fan of what I just played, even though it's cool. It's very basic. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna say Wurlitzer, R&B. That's interesting. I'll save that for later because that's not what this is. I like this. I gotta probably start taking piano lessons again so I can like get back in the practice of like finding chord voicings. We're gonna find a new filter preset on this. Let's see, pumping. Let's see what this one. Let me get rid of the kicks first. I'll do the first kick so I can have the downbeat. I think, okay, so here's what I'm realizing. That should have been that sound instead of a kick. Thanks, I appreciate that. I wish I felt the same way about myself. Okay, we're gonna take that. Like, this just makes you want to groove. And then we're gonna spice this up a little bit with some percussion loops. We're gonna set that to loops. Okay, I need like tops. I don't need the like whole groove. This would be good in a good build. It would, I just wish I wanted. Okay. I need. Okay, let me see. I think I need to take out percussion there and do shaker. Hey, take it back when I'm home. If I say house, I think it'll give me UKG. Yeah, there we go. I'm gonna get rid of house and just do UKG. I appreciate that. I think I just have moments where I'm like, what is art? Am I good? I like that groove. But also, I have been making music for like 11 years at this point. So the hope is that I'd actually be good. Okay, why is this off? Todd Savage. Okay, so that's the downbeat right there. Okay, so that one right there. We're only gonna do that first 2 bars. Let me make sure loop is on so it'll do what I want. So we're gonna do this. Pull that back. And then because this is a demo, it's not gonna let me save this. I think I'm pretty much committed to this sound. So I am going to freeze this track and then just copy it and put it there. But because I can't commit to anything, then I'm just gonna save it, just mute it. We're gonna turn down this drum sound. I think that's the volume I wanted at. Then we're gonna pitch it up. Nope. I appreciate it. Then we're gonna jump this up an octave. Go to complex, pitch that up. Take it back on home. Bring it back on home. Bring it back on home. Bring it back on home. All right. So I think I got a basic loop right now. So I'm gonna do a quick sequence. I can't make sample packs. I'm not that good. Unfortunately, like I can use sample packs, but I can't make them. I'm really bad. I can like warp a sample and try to make it my own. But sometimes, like, unless I like really just sat down and focused on like being like, this is what I'm going to do and I'm going to make this work, but it would take me a really long time to make something good. Okay, so we're gonna put this here, get rid of the okay, yeah. And then we're gonna okay, so we got that part, and then so we have the skeleton of a song. The only thing we're missing right now for the skeleton is the bass, which I'm terrified of because I suck at the bass. Yeah, but also at the same time, this is literally just me taking loops and putting effects on them. So, at least for me, ethically, that seems like cheating as a sample maker, if that makes sense. Now, if I was collaborating with somebody, with another producer, and I was like do all this stuff to a loop that they gave me, or to like a loop from Splice, and then let them do the next part, that would be, I would feel different about that. I think I was about to do bass, so I think I need to do Serum. We need a good. Yeah, I am. You're making a solid argument. Let's see what basses we have in here. So let's figure figure out what this chord progression is. It's B flat, so. I'm trying. First of all, let me just say, I suck at walking bass lines. I learned the second instrument I learned to play was bass, and I still suck at walking bass lines. I was literally learning jazz, and I suck at walking bass lines. With that being said, let's try it. I could do that. Let me do the no, not that. Let me do the way, because like there's technically chords already here. So I'm about to do my lazy man's way of finding a chord progression right now. So first we're gonna put serum right here. And then we're gonna drop this down to that channel. We're gonna say harmony. We're gonna see what we get. Now, this is gonna sound like the worst thing you've ever heard in your life because it's like just a saw wave. Bro, that actually sounds crazy. Let me take the limiter off a little bit. I was scared there was gonna be too. Let me see what we can do, because I think I can tweak this into something cool. Yes, that would be cool. That sounded like a train wreck, that next part. So let's take that. All right, so I think my idea, like, I'm gonna swap this out with another sound, but essentially it's gonna be like a, um, I think that's the note that I want. So I'm gonna go dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun. Take that out, make that shorter. I'm gonna mute a lot of notes so I can find the right notes. Yeah, so we're just gonna do that. That's actually gonna, oh, this is gonna sound crazy. And I kind of have this off the grid too, so that adds to the groove of this track. I want that there. And we're gonna swap that out for keys. That sounds crazy, actually. I like that sound, but it's pitched up for some reason. I have to figure out why it's like half a step up. Somewhere in here, there's like master tune. LFO 4. If I just make this flat. Digging in down. What if we do a pluck? We're gonna make that a little more on. And then we're gonna make that a lead as well, so we can control that, because some of those notes sound crazy annoying. We're gonna double that. 0 and 0, and this is gonna be my melody, my lead, I guess. And then we're gonna pull this up to my lead group. We're gonna cycle through a few sounds and find a good lead for that couples with this as well. And I might actually be able to take all that out. I actually kind of like this. Taking it back in the room. Taking it back in the All right, see you later. Okay, we're gonna come up with a bass line now. Boom. Let me find a better bass sound. Okay, awesome. I'm probably gonna upload this snippet of this, and maybe the conversation part too. Might just upload 2 clips from this live stream, because I actually have interesting content that I talked about in this live stream. So yeah, thanks for tuning in. I will catch you next week, I think. I think I should be able to do next week. I know I won't be able to in a couple weeks, but I'm working on a video to fill the gap that I won't be live. There we go. Okay, I'll play around along with the track now. I just had to get that slight idea out because there's a lot of. Okay, so we're gonna tweak that a little bit. So and then we'll loop that again. That's almost something. So we're gonna do that and that. Now I just need a better bass sound. It sounds cool. I'm just gonna take this idea and just throw this up here real quick. Trying to add a little bit of swing to the pattern so it's not so like on the beat. Okay, this sounds very UK garage. Okay, I'm gonna make this a. Now let's see how that sounds. All right, I'm gonna switch to headphones so I can hear in a little bit more detail. I just knocked that thing over. So we're gonna turn that down. All right, so we got that. Let's go ahead and add my little. What if we can do FM on this? We're about to find out. this is going to be a slightly different B section. I like that little trail thing, but I don't think that, I think that's too much for a bass line. For a bass line with a lot of stuff going on this busy. I think I got this. Let me fix this real quick. Let's see. We're gonna jump over to this. Yeah. J. Strum minor. Yeah. No. Yeah. This is take it back on, take it back on, take it back on. Okay, I'm gonna find the key. Take it back on, take it back on. I was just in I was in my world dream. I was in my world dreaming. Money how I'm dreaming. Okay, let's drop this up rate. Check. Okay, that's a little bit more in time. I was in my world dreaming. Take it back when I'm 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 take it back when I'm dreaming. Take it back when I'm dreaming. Yeah. I'm dreaming. Okay, I'm taxing my computer right now. my own world dreaming, thinking I'm home. I'm in my own, thinking back and on, thinking back and on. I just activated Siri. Yeah. All right, let's see if we can come up with some lyrics. I was in my world dreaming, take it back when I'm in my own world dreaming. In my own world dreaming, take it back when I was in my own dreaming, take it back when I'm eating, and I gotta be eating, and I'm eating, and I'm eating, take it back when I'm eating, take it back when I'm eating, take it back when I'm take it back when I'm take it back. I was in my world dreaming. I was in my world. Nope. I was in my world dreaming. Take it back when I'm eating. Take it back when I'm eating. Go. Okay. It's on low latency, but it is still struggling. I need a new computer. Let me not use such a taxing reverb. I'll just use a stock reverb because I think that's part of the problem. Let's see. I was in my world dreaming. Where are my reverbs? All right. Hopefully this is not as taxing. It doesn't sound as good, but let's, okay. Cut down on the pre-delay. Yeah. That's, okay. That's a little better. I was in my world dreaming. I was in my world dreaming. Yeah. I don't like the low end on there. Yeah. Let me pull it back. Yeah. Make that a little longer. Yeah. Okay. I cannot find the right key to save my life. Yeah. Funny how and I gotta take it back take it back dreaming, take it back right now. Take it back right now. And I gotta take it back when I'm eating, and I gotta feeling, and I got a good feeling. Take it back, and I got a good feeling. Take it back now, and I got a good feeling. I got it can handle it a little better. All right, here we go. That's wrong. Go back. Pretend like that never happened. All right. All right. Here we go. Yeah. Yeah. Man, I got a good feeling. Take it back when I'm eating, and I got about eating, and I'm eating.
And I got a good feeling. Take it back when I'm take it back when I'm home. Take it back when I'm home. Take it back when I'm home. Take it back when I'm home.
I'm gonna get the part that I like. We're going to put this on this so that I can still record. I'm gonna take this, put that there.
And I got a good feeling.
Why isn't that routing? Oh, because the reverb needs to be on there too.
Man, I got a good feeling. Man, I got a good feeling.
So we got the first line. Man, I got a good feeling. Things on my way.
Man, I got a good feeling. Things go my way. It's going my way. It's going my way.
We're gonna try that real quick.
Man, I got a good feeling. It's going my way. Man, I got a good feeling. It's gonna go my way.
Wow, that line made 2 people leave. That's crazy.
Man, I got a good feeling. Man, I got a good feeling. It's about to go my way.
There we go. I need to take that as one line. Okay, here we go.
Man, I got a good feeling. It's about to go my way.
Okay.
Man, I got a good feeling. It's about to go my way.
We're gonna go one line at a time. Put that there. And then I'll have to like do a lot of post-production stuff.
Man, I got a good feeling. It's about to go my way. Take it back and
Let's see,
Man, I got a good feeling. It's about to go my way. And I got it's about to get up out my face. Man, I got a good feeling. It's about to go my way. Take it Man, I got a good feeling. It's about to go my way. Good vibes and Man, I got a good feeling. It's about to go my way. Take it back and get about my face. Take it back feeling on my way. Funny how you say.
Alright, I got an idea. So we're going to mute that part. That way the drop hits a lot harder.
I might not do lyrics because I suck at this.
Switch back over to this microphone for now because this computer is getting old and isn't able to handle tracking vocals apparently that well. I think I just fixed something in the drum, so. that feels a lot better. Why is it still struggling? So all these plugins should be off right now. All right, we're gonna do a little bit of mixing and then I'm gonna have to hop off so I can go to bed. We're gonna fix this, the drums in this, so they're not so harsh. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna make that wider. I'm gonna duplicate that. We're gonna get rid of those edits right there. We're gonna make this a, okay, so the, yeah, we're gonna do that. We're gonna make this a little bit more mono. All right. Okay, so this is what we have right now, and this is where I'm gonna have to stop. All right, yeah. So that's what we have. I am going to sign off for the night. So I hope you have a good night. My camera died, so we're gonna go back to this camera. Anyways, I will catch you later.